Hmm. Aí você me promete a café com. Hoje terá que subir tempo suas veículos. Hoje vou trabalhar muito, vamos destico. Os trofonos não gostam lá, elas que penam. A la vida te café com. Hoje terá que subir tempo suas veículos. Hoje vou trabalhar muito, vamos destico. Os trofonos não gostam lá, elas que penam. A la vida te café com. Minha água combina. Amigos objetivos, ao mesmo dos mucatenas. Propulsos somos teoria, bravo, sustenas. Even op blok, ze moet zetten wat ze ik me verkinders, wat ze ook kinders, hou bij je paraat, ze moet stippen ze je min, als weet ik van je wist, dit bent erop wat ze krenters. Oh, my favorite rappers. At this point in time, let's go. Weet je, wanneer ik het hard was, Pieter Rassai, ze moet ik is bisa minay. Van mijn tijd, mijn mama mijn baba shit, ik is uit. Als je met promo te gaan veerkom, was je straks bij die tempel zoals veerkom. Als je wat therapie om met jou van moet je steekom. Als er van nou was te laten, les kreeg penom. Alle weet dat je gaat veerkom. Als je straks bij die tempel zoals veerkom. Als je wat therapie om met jou van moet je steerkom. Als er van nou was te laten, les kreeg penom. Alle weet dat je gaat veerkom. Alle weet dat ik, weet jullie wat weet jullie? Dat ik gaan veerkom. Alle wie dat ik gaan veerkom. Welkom bij Financial Life, guys. Welcome to everyone. Today we are going to be having an educational life. So today's life is all about education. I'm here to teach you guys. For everyone going in the scene of music, point number one I'm trying to make. I am not professional in this. However, I have been working for a label. As you can see, guys, Dala Creative is actually a label. It's an independent label for independent artists. So I've been working for independent label. I have been managing. Ik heb al bij een artist gemanaged. And I imply the same tools that I learn every day. In my field, I imply it on 21 Promo and Pengi. Right, so everything I take in, I later on imply it. But first of all, I want to greet everyone and say welcome to everyone to tonight's live stream. How to make money, right? Tonight's live stream is about how to make money using simple factors such as that will be mentioned, right? So I'm gonna jump straight into the live. So for whoever come in the live a little bit late, that sounds like a problem, right? So for whoever comes in, they might just later on get into the thing. So I made a lot of notes, so I prepared myself very, very well, fine details for this live. Alright, so if you are and you can hear me, can I just have a yellow heart from everyone who can hear me? Can you guys just comment the yellow heart, and I will start with teaching you guys how to make proper zan from music. Can I just have a yellow heart for everyone who's here, who's interested on learning how to make proper zan, so I can start the stream. I have 3 yellow hearts. I have Wagi here with a yellow heart. Okay, so yeah, it's at least 2 people that wants to learn how to make. So this is not, I didn't get this any of this information via ChatGPT or anything, blah blah blah. This information is simply what I imply into my daily life so that I can make it easy for myself and I can monetize and get money from any aspect that I use, from every platform that I use. So first, if you're an artist, you must at least know what type of arts you're gonna do. But I'm gonna specify on rappers, vocalists, beat makers, alright, and producers. I am gonna specify on this. Artists, right, which is your singers, your rappers now, then just on the producers and the beat makers. Right, then I'm gonna talk about the ways you can actually make money, right? Away, GB, wat sê die man? So, working for a label, I've learned that there is so much ways for you to make money on a monthly basis, right? So first of all, you have your product, right? When you have a product, you recorded your product, right? So your product, so it's almost like a business. You must always treat your music that you created like a business. You yourself are a brand. Say you are, my name is Low Takeaways, right? And I create a song. So my song is maybe Slap Chips, and me myself are Low Takeaways. I'm the business, right? I'm the business. I'm the brand, and the music I create is the product I'm selling to people wherever, alright? Wherever people are listening my product from. So you must, the first step always, alright? The first step always is to know the fact that you are going to sell your music off, your rights off to a distributor. So a lot of you guys use DistroKid, Datto, TuneCore, alright? And so that's subdivision of distribution. The head division of distribution are record labels. So if you are independent artist, you will be using distribution platforms like TuneCore. You will be using Datto or DistroKid. Whatever works the best for you. A lot of people have different opinions using distributors. I've been using DistroKid myself personally, but I still feel like Datto is a more, how can I say, it's an easier platform to use, because if you have a complaint on Datto, you are able to communicate with Datto's people, because Datto is South African based, right? So what the distributor do is, so you send in your song to a distributor, right? Then the distributor takes that song and sends it to different streaming companies. This is Spotify, this is Apple Play, this is all of your the platforms where you can find your music on. This is even your Facebook. That's why always when you see you post a video, even though it's your song, you will always see X claimed the sound, so they get money from the sound. That is because important, this is important thing you must know. When you send your music over to a distributor, right, you give the distributor the authority and the power to collect royalties wherever. Alright, so the distributor goes to Facebook, he sends the song, he distributes it on Facebook, and he collects every time a person play your songs on Facebook. Alright, plays your song on Instagram, plays your song on Spotify, on Apple Play. So that's what your distributor do. Then, real talk. If we're going real in this, your distribution companies or your distributors are your primary source of income, alright? You can decide whether you want to use it or take out the royalties monthly or use it in a yearly span, right? So myself, but I will always say myself personally, because I did this or I collected this data on myself and how I've been managing 21 promo and paying. So I always do it as a yearly basis, so I never touch streaming money through the month. Right. So consistent releases, right? Also something that you should take in. The more consistent you release, the more your chances are to make money from a song, right? I'm with that, bro. This is very informative. Respect. Yeah, respect, my brother. So the more you release, the more chances there are to monetize. Alright? If you have only one song, there is just this one song to monetize. If you have 5 songs, there's 5 options to monetize from. Alright? And then lastly, just the audience. Not lastly for the stream, lastly for my introduction. Get yourself an audience. Right? Now I'm talking to my producers. Producers, if you are to sell your beats, do it via BeatStars or Airbud, alright, or Soundy. I know the producers at Dala Creative upload their beats on BeatStars so that people are able to buy it. However, producers, right? Okay, let me say beat makers. South Africa's music market are not really so big for you to really charge artists, right? Because some producers believe, okay, I charge 10k for my beat, I expect everyone to give me 10k, right? That's where the problem comes in. Producers are meant to collaborate with artists in the South African scene. I always say, like I said it in the stream, this is just what I imply into my work. Not what I say here is not right. What I say here, I imply into my work, and that's how I've been making Zak from music for 3 years now. So myself personally would never purchase a beat, right? I would always hand over the producer to get royalties from the audio itself. Right? The reason I'm putting a climax on the audio itself is producers are not always involved in music videos. So when I do make a music video, they won't be getting royalties of the music videos. This is what I imply. I don't give producers royalties of a music video. They will always get whatever the audio gets played. They will always get that royalties, but never of the music video, because that is another form of art. However, if you feel to put a content ID on the song, you and whoever party agreed on it, you guys can monetize it and you will be able to get money even from the music video play. Then, important factor, right? Important factor. Upload your beats first on BeatStars, right? Before releasing it on YouTube if you want to have an audience. This comes with content ID issues. If you only release your beats on YouTube, right? Someone is able to download your beat, record over your beat, and have equal rights as you have. Sometimes you are able to submit a copyright claim, but sometimes it won't even detect. And unfortunately, you might create a beat in South Africa and an artist in America might be using your beats. Depending, it's not even depending. It's all about if they find your beat, then your beat is not licensed in the right protocol, they might use your beats. Producer of it chat and I wrote this blood now. That's what I was trying to say. In the South African scene, alright, if you really want to charge people for beats, you will be getting a low lump sum of, you will getting a low offers or money The people who can actually pay for beats are the people signed into record labels, because they have a budget put out for a song. Say there's a 500,000 rand budget out for that song. There's a 10k there that can be used to pay this producer to give the beat, alright? But if it's an independent artist, they won't pay for the beat. I promise you, independent artists won't pay for the beats unless you have someone who's really stupid investing 1 million rand in their music. We come from nothing, guys. We have nothing, so we need to take the little we have and monetize every single platform, right? So now I'm going to start with today's lesson or today's stream, right? So the stream starts now. That was just my intro. So the stream starts now. The education from here on is very important, right? If you feel like I need to go over it again, or if you have questions, I am reading the comments and I will be going or explaining it better for you. Alright, so you an artist. My name is Lil Takeaways. I have a song called Russian Burger, right? So now I'm creating the song. I believe the song is very, very much fire. Alright? This is what I do. This is what the steps I do to monetize and gain the last bit of milk from that cow. This is what I do. First, I have this product, right? So I'm done with this product. Now, I'm gonna send it over to streaming services, right? Important, guys. Listen to this. This is important. Please do not use this to look at the version where you can only release the song like when you put it in, it will be released tomorrow. Please do not use that version. Buy you at least the musician plus version. That's at least 1,000 rand. Buy if you're using, I'm talking to people who's using this kit now, because this is going to be important. When you release music via streaming platform, alright? And a lot of you guys don't do it. Let me just get this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start with this now. So if you release music, alright, please make sure you don't have that where your music gets released tomorrow. Put time into your releases. Release now at least 15 days before the date. Send that song to stores 15 days before the official release date, so that you can pitch this thingy on Spotify for artists. Remember, download yourself Spotify for artists, download yourself YouTube Studio. This too, and even Apple for artists. That three apps is very important, guys. You will miss out a lot of opportunities because of this. Like I said, it's built. All of this are built to monetize fully, to get the full potential of every single last cent. So when you download when you pitch your music on Spotify will take the sound, alright, and they will pitch it over to different playlists. So they will send it maybe to Mzansi raps, they will send it maybe to Afrikaans hip hop. And I know a lot of you all been asking, we don't get editorial platforms, we never in the editorial side of the music. You see, Mzansi raps are just African artists, colored artists are not there. You are not pitching your music on Spotify. How the fuck do you think Spotify should know your music even exists? Do you guys know that 400,000 songs a week are being released in the world? 400,000 tracks a week. Do you know how much pressure that is on Spotify? And maybe even just 10,000 of that 400,000 gets pitched, and you ask yourself, why do your music never get into editorial platforms? If your song is if you pitch your song, Spotify will put it in the editorial, alright, playlist. In that editorial playlist, you will get a lot of more streams, alright, which means a lot of discovery. People will discover you. Streams equals money, and we are here to show you guys how to make money. So when you release your music via distributor, do it 15 days before you release your song, and please do not use the lowest packages when it comes to distribution, because they do not allow you to release your music, to put a song through now to be released in 15 days. Please do it 15 days. Alright? As soon as the song when you send the song to streaming platforms, within 2 days, they will say, okay, everything is checked. We checked your audio, we checked your cover art. So within 3 days after you release that song, so you have 15 days, right? You release your song today. After 3 days, you go back to your thingy to see if it's dropped, right? And if you see it's dropped on all platforms now. That doesn't mean it shows on all platforms. It just means that they send everything successfully to all platforms. You go into your Spotify for artists. On your Spotify for artists, you will get 3 options, right? You will get home, then other data, then you will get the releases. Then your release will be there. You will be able to pitch it. If you pitch it, alright, you will let Spotify understand what type of song you are. So you put in there, it's Afrikaans rap, it's in South Africa, you from Cape Town, this is the target you want. So, then Spotify will take that information you gave, when it releases. So on the day of the releases, you might see your thingy on Mzansi Raps, you might see your thingy on South African Trap, you might see yourself on Afrikaans hip-hop. Afrikaans hip-hop playlist myself has been giving me at least, I think it was 50,000 streams for 2025. So, and there's 2 songs in. So if you guys are telling me that it's not the way, I'm telling you guys, you are lying. 50,000 streams is equal to 50,000 streams in money. Streaming platforms do not pay a lot. Music in general, we've moved past the CD phase, so everything is streaming now. So that means streaming platforms were like, okay, we stingy also, because there's a lot of music coming in, so we stingy also. So it's important to capitalize from every single thingy in this music scene. Not thingy, opportunity. Let me rather put it so. No? Let me not be that type of person that say pingy and whatever. So, after you send your music now to all of your streaming platforms, now comes your admin. Alright? NB for everyone. Do not get yourself a manager as yet in your music scene. Do not get yourself a thingy if it's not yet in the music scene. If you are not really established in the music scene. I tell myself, if you get yourself a manager, you must make at least more than 30k a month from music. Then your admin is too much for you to handle yourself. You are able to handle yourself. Your distributor is an app. You can download it on your phone. Everyone know how to use a phone. Everyone know how to distribute. Now comes the next stage. Your publishing and your royalties. Alright? Number 1. Whoever is a rapper. Alright? Whoever is a rapper. Go register yourself on Samro. Alright? Compulsory. I believe this is compulsory. Compulsory. Go register yourself on Samro. Number 2. Go register yourself on Capeso. Alright? Do that first. That's your 2. Your 2 important. Very, very, very important. So Samro is for your composer's rights. Alright? And Capeso is for your publishing rights. These two will never pay you when your songs are played on the radio, when you perform it live, when it's broadcast on TV, when it's used in public spaces. These are your 2 platforms that pay you for that. Guys, in Long Street, right, there's maybe 4 or 5 clubs that don't have music license. But whenever you perform in Long Street, you get paid for your booking and you get paid for your music playing there. What does Samro do? I have this little kid. I keep hearing about Samro. Then someone commented, and if I use a copyright beat, if you use a copyright beat and the owner find you, he's going to sue you, right? And trust me that you don't want to go into that legal thingy unless you buy yourself a lease from that person. Sometimes a lease is 1,000 rand. It all depends on the producer. Samro is your person who Samro and Capeso, right, collects your performance royalties, right? So these are your people that collect your royalties when your music play on radio, when you perform live, when it's on TV, and when it's used in public spaces. Like for instance, when you hear someone play your music in jet or at a restaurant or something, I see some people post it and they like, my music is playing at sports scenes. My brother, your music is playing at sports scenes, but you are not paid. You're not getting paid. So why are you posting it like it's an accomplishment? You fucking stupid. You are losing money. The next song that comes up is that I'm a piano artist. That I'm a piano artist is registered. The music plays there. They know what to do. So each company needs to, company with a music license, right, needs to thingy, they needs to send through to Samro every month all the music they played. And Samro's people just search, they see, okay, this is little takeaways, a Russian burger, so they give me my royalties, right? Even though this stuff take some time to pay out, it's royalties. What if I upload my song on YouTube and it gets million views? Do I get paid? I will come now to that. Just like it's gonna come through, but just later on. Then, now that I registered myself on Samro and Capeso, alright? What is the thingy? What do I do next? Right? Now comes the When you register yourself, sorry guys, sorry, I was getting a few calls. I'm not supposed to stream on this phone. Now you are gonna get yourself ready for sync licensing. Sync licensing is the money machine of music, right? So if you ever seen an ATM and you can get a lot of money from, this is your time to open your ears. You can get once-off sync fees now, and you can get performance royalties from what I'm gonna mention now. Let me just I made this note so thingy maneuver here, then thingy maneuver here, then thingy maneuver here, right? Made a lot of stuff for you guys, but I'm now only at point 4. So South African TV stations ad agencies and content creators need music, right? There is no dancer, there is no content creator on earth that don't need a musician. Content creators are built through musicians. All that people on TikTok you see are built through musicians. So, sometimes you can get once-off fees. Sometimes you can get performance royalties if it's used publicly. Alright? Then, when you have your product, alright? Stop being stupid, guys. When you have your product, you have this product, alright? So you create yourself a little PDF about the song. This is about burgers. This is the best burger on the street. This is what everyone needs to hear because this is for the youth. The youth are so implied into that. You create a little PDF. You can even use AI. Tell AI what your song about. Tell AI create me a PDF. I want to send it for people for sync license opportunities. Then you go and you approach your local production houses. You take Google, take AI, search where's your local production, search for the email, use LinkedIn, search, guys, search opportunities. You guys must go look for the opportunities is there. However, we all feel like we gatekeep because we do not want to teach ourselves stuff. We do not want to learn. We do not want to ask people. Record label. Do you know how a record label was formed? Someone had so much connections in the music scene and he decided, I'm going to open a record label because I have all this connection and I don't want to be the middleman anymore. I want to own these people. I want to own all of this stuff. That's how a record label works. The record label is actually just a middleman. Here's the artist, the record label, and the connections. So the record label connects the artist to the connection, but not physically. They take your product and show the connections so that they can get the money from it and give you a percentage of what they made. Alright, so approach production houses, guys. It's very important for you to approach these production houses because there might just be a TV thingy they want to do. Beat makers, they might just be this instrumental of yours that's so super fire that they want to use it on Showmax, that they want to use it on Netflix, and you can get a lot of money from it. You can get a once-off, or you can get consistent revenue from it using Samro. They will ask you also for Samro. Remember, if you can't skip the Samro part and go to sync opportunities because they would want your Samro code, they would want your ISRC code, they would want all of this stuff. Alright? Then, important, guys. Then we go into an important factor. This is for your beat makers. If you play an instrument, you sing or you produce stuff, alright? Reach out to people to collaborate. Reach out to Nasty C. If you have beats, take your beats, alright? Make a little zip file, right? Minute beats, just testers. Say, hi Nasty C, my name is Lil Avocado, the producer. I'm based in Cape Town. I would like us to collaborate on a project. I would like us to collaborate on a song. This is my beats. If you like it, this is my number. You can reach me via this number. Blah 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 blah. All the T's and C's. You upload it. Trust me. Nasty C's management will forward the beats to him. Right? They will let him listen. That's how the connection works, guys. If you don't use it, he didn't use it. But somehow he will use it if he likes it. If it's his taste, he will use it and his management will reach to you. They will come to an agreement and say, maybe I will give you 15%. Use it as your opportunity. They will give you tell them you want credit on it also. You don't take out your tax. Guys, don't take out your tax. Producers, don't take out your tax. And that's how you collaborate with it. There's another way you will continue earning. right? Collaboration and features. Like I said now, offer your skills as a feature artist. Go collaborate with other artists, right? Go create music. Producers, offer, tell people, yes, I'm asking for the day. Maybe say you want to create a song, I'm asking 1,000 and you can create a song here with me. I will mix and master it for you. Nice, sharp boss, top quality. There you go. Send the person the wave, you send the person the stems. You as a producer don't owe nobody's stems, you don't owe nobody's waves. Please always forward it to people. You don't want to be in a situation where you're fighting with people, right? And there you can create, you can get money for studio sessions. You can get money if another person approach you for a feature and you tell that person, hey Madala, but I'm asking so much for a feature. That person will be able to pay you also. And when you guys collaborate, you can get a percentage fee on whatever you guys created. Alright? Then, people who create loops. Right? If you create loops for beats and you have your beats and stuff. South African producers, right? South Africa's producers, international world, right? They want Afrobeat samples. They want amapiano loops. They want hip hop beat. They want trap beat. They want sample packs. The international world, it's all eyes on Afro and amapiano in South Africa. They want these loops, right? They want these loops. You can go to BeatStars and literally sell these loops, right? And you tag yourself as a South African because they want this South African sound. They want to buy it. They want to tap into it so they will be able to spend. Remember, it doesn't take one day to build Rome. So put it out there. Regularly check your social media. Put yourself out to the world as a producer. Don't expect others to do it for you. Do it yourself today. Then, guys, please, this is an important thing I want you guys to know. Do not skip merchandise and physical sales. Don't let the world tell you you can't sell merchandise in physical sales. There's maybe a person that don't like your music, but they like your merchandise. So don't ever skip that phase of not wanting to sell merchandise. I did it, I'm guilty of it, and I am baie teleurgesteld in myself for doing it. So teleurgesteld that I'm actually, before this, I was doing my research again on merchandise. And this is, I'm gonna share what I found with you guys. Whether it's t-shirts, your hats, right? Whether it's CDs that people don't use CDs anymore. So replace the CDs with the USBs. A lot of people still like USBs with all your music on. Whether it's a sticker, children like stickers. They will put stickers on their books. They will pay that 10 rand, that 5 rand for that sticker. Right? Create that merchandise. But where do you sell it? Now that's the question. Where do you sell it that people can get it? Right? Please, guys. Please. Don't just advertise your clothes on your on your WhatsApp status. I sell merchandise now. It's 350 via Pexi. The world needs to see it. Where do they see it? Sell your merchandise on Facebook Marketplace. There's always a person searching for clothes on Facebook Marketplace. There's always people searching for stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Put it in the Instagram shops. Put it in the Facebook shop or in the Facebook shop option where people can buy, right? Create that money and create yourself a website where you can sell it on, right? So go the extra mile with merchandise. Merchandise, guys, is a factor where you can get a lot of money on. You can get a lot of money on merchandise if you are disciplined in your admin. For that, ask your people who print, right? Collaborate with them. Tell them, hey, my brother, I want you to create this t-shirt for me. I want this. This is my design. Or they can even create the design and they tell you, you know what? I'm going to give you the t-shirts for 200 rand. You sell it for 350. My brother, you are making 150 rand per t-shirt without stressing about pressing, without stressing about the design. You are literally looking for customers and you are getting a 150 rand. It's as easy as that, my brother. As easy as that. Then, now that you have all this, what I gave you guys, right? How do we get revenue to the fullest? Right? On TikTok. If you are an artist and I scroll on your TikTok, you post another guy's sounds, I immediately don't take you serious. Why? You are here to advertise yourself, not others. I'm not saying don't use people's sound, but you are here to advertise yourself. You are here to monetize yourself. You are here to eat yourself because you are helping another person eat now. Which is not the problem. The problem is you are not disciplined. On that TikTok, when I scroll to your profile, every single post must at least be that song of you. Why? Because every time I watch it and I listen to that song on TikTok, you are getting paid by your distributor. So your TikTok pays your distributor to pay you. Even if it's low, like we said, even if it's low, we are here to monetize on all platforms. We are here to gain money on all platforms. When you post that Instagram story, whether it's with who, you post your own music. If someone tag you and they posted other music, you replace that music with your own music. Whoever watched your story, that views, right? That people who listen to that sound, that's your money, my brother. So you will eat from it. Don't let someone else eat. Even if it's your granny's birthday and you made the song Hospa Camisa, you will take that song and post your granny and say happy birthday. Where the people are laughing at the sound, it's their problem, my brother. We are here to make money. We are not here to care about people's opinions. So we are making money. Your YouTube short, my brother, you will create another YouTube account making a lot of shorts just using your song on YouTube. You will create it because the more people view that song, is the more chances there is to monetize fully from your thingy. Net hoe het sy jou musiek advertise. Away funny. Whether it's Facebook also, in your Facebook reels, my brother, we are advertising our music this year. We fully, you don't use someone else's sound. I don't care if it's Chris Brown. Chris Brown don't care about you. Chris Brown, his label got everything figured out for him. Do you think Chris Brown is gonna post your song? Do you think Chris Brown is gonna do that? Do you think Chris Brown is gonna post a Tupac song? He's not gonna, because he knows he's supposed to only post his own music. Alright? Guys, then I know I'm not supposed to give you guys this because now there's gonna be big cack on Facebook about this. But Samro, the South African arts and culture thingy, all of us who believes in Gaten McKenzie, you guys, huh? So these people, they have funding for registered artists. You must at least be a year or 2 years registered. I'm not sure into that. So there is also funding for independent artists, right? They will give you your funding if your funding align with the government's thingy to have youth development for etc. So there is funding. The National Arts Council, the NAC, they do give funding for independent artists, right? There's project funding, recording grants, and there's store support. There's even companies that's willing to help you too. However, do not expect a company to fund you if you have 300 views or 2,000 streams or even 10,000 streams on your album. They want numbers because they must know, okay, I'm gonna give low takeaways money, and my company will get full advertisement. So you guys can go search the National Arts Council funding, the Provincial Art Council in Western Cape, the Western Cape government. They also have an art council that gives funding for artists. There's also private music funds like MTN. They do give music for artists. They do give music for your tour. They will help you with recording the album. All they need is full out advertisement, but it depends on what you bring to the table. You must bring these people off and say, you know what, I'm gonna advertise MTN on this whole tour. I'm gonna just wear MTN. My tour bus will even be wrapped with MTN. Nou, hoe ze gemaakt, hoe ze opgekomen artists en thema met geld, hoe kan ze geld maken als ze nog YouTube geld doen? I will come there. I will answer questions about individual platforms at the end of the stream. First, I want to make done with what I came here to tell you guys. So, in conclusion, guys, how do we make money fast? Your fast money will come in with your gigs, alright? Your studio sessions in your features. That's your fast money. Your sustainable income, your month-to-month income, will be your royalties that you will be collecting by monetizing your own music and just using your own music, by pitching your music on Spotify. Alright? Your royalties. Send your music to sync for sync opportunities. Alright? And get that merch. That will be that 3. Not even 3. 4. I forgot to say Samro and Capeso. Send your music to the radio stations, your local radio stations. You are able to get even 45 rand just for that song playing. You understand? If that song play 10 times a month, my brother, that's money. You understand? So register your music on Samro and Capeso, etc. And get that royalties, alright? That mechanical royalties and all of that stuff. Get that sync opportunities. Get that streaming through DistroKid or Ditto or TuneCo and sell that merchandise. That's for my brother. Right? That's your sustainable income. That's your month to month. Right? Your fast cash is your bonuses. Your gigs and that stuff is a bonus to the money you can make by just creating music. There's artists who make a lot of money without even doing gigs. Trust me, myself, I say no to a lot of gigs. Right? Because a lot of functions and events don't pay my standard, don't want to pay my standard, so I say no, and I rather focus on my sustainable income, which is my mechanical royalties, my sync opportunities, my streaming and my merchandise. Then you have your global reach, right? If you want to go global, trust in the online Beats by Beatstars, trust in the TikTok, trust in that YouTube, and trust in that Spotify and that Apple Play. If you want to have a global reach, work hard on that thingy. That's the only way you will really get this global reach. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, register yourself on Samro and Capeso. Get yourself a distributor. Build yourself an album or EP, a simple one. Find out by the places where you can get gigs, even if it's for 1,000 rand. Right? Grow your social media presence and push that music. That's from 21 promo on your ways to get at least a minimum wage every month by just making music. So if you guys heard what I said and you guys think I should give this once a month, just education, right? And I will start focusing on individual platforms, how to get, like I said, I can't focus on individual. I will answer individual about individual platforms. I will answer now. You can guys ask me questions about individual platforms, but I can't go deep into individual platforms just now. So if you guys want me to do it monthly, where I just give you guys education about this platform, that platform, and that platform. Also guys, like I said in the start of the stream, I am not professionally qualified for this. This is just what I imply in my own life, in my own artistry are managing. That's the one problem I'm paying. This is what I implying to the one problem I'm paying. And this is what I came to give to you to the table. There's a lot of stuff still out there that can be said, but it's on you to do research on it. It's on you to find out what you can still do on it. So I want to say thank you. If you guys have individual questions, I'm all ears now. Just ask. Thank you Styles Barbershop in Port Elizabeth for mooring me so fresh. Die barber gaan my in sikkel uitskel wanneer ek dit is my hare lekker plat gemaak om te wys my feite is ingenei nie. Maar you guys can see it's ungemoerd. Thank you Styles Barbershop in Port Elizabeth. They are just across. Is that the KFC? I think they are across the KFC in Clary Park. Okay. How can you make money on YouTube? So, in order to make money on YouTube, you need to be a YouTube partner, right? To be monetized on YouTube. So, I think it's 1,000 subscribers. I don't want to suck through my thumb. I think it's 10,000 watch minutes or something. Yeah. How much is it to subscribe? I will not be having private subscriber stuff yet on this YouTube. So if you feel like you want to send the super thanks, you are able to send one on YouTube. You can even send the 7 rand if you want. So I do not have private subscribers yet. And I do not want to go in the route of private subscription because I know a lot of my people are unable to pay yet for it. So I'm just here to educate and I'm just here to help because once upon a time there was someone who also helped me, right? So yeah guys, if you guys still have questions, I'm still here for 4 minutes. Bam 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 aan guys man. Ik is lekker moeg. And on TikTok. So on TikTok you just post your music if your music is distributed via Distributito. Like I said, the platforms collect all the royalty. So you just use your music. As long as your music gets viewed, as long as your sound gets used, as long as people hear your music on TikTok, etc. That's how you get paid. Wat was die jaar toe julle begin gejaag maak het nie, was julle eerste paycheck? The first year we made music was in 2023. It wasn't a lot. I can tell you guys it wasn't a lot. I think our first gig was 3,500 rand. So you guys must now know how much is that. I think that's like 1,750 rand for me in paying it. It was very ass guys, but yeah, then later on we started getting more money. Prices went up for the gigs. So yeah. If you are a local rapper, can you make money on Spotify? It's not about local. There's not something about local. Music is music, art is art. A big artist is not better than a small artist. A small artist is not better than a big artist. It's about how you imply. Big artists only look better because they have PR. Small artists look bad because you do not follow the steps on how to become a big artist. You understand? Art is art. There's no something like bad art, good verse, bad verse, good song, bad song. There's no something. So there isn't something. Do you pitch your song to Afrikaans playlist? You pitch your song on Spotify, right? That's at least 12 days before your song gets dropped. You must pitch it to Spotify, and Spotify itself will take it to the playlist. You will tell Spotify it's an Afrikaans rap song, so they will take that song and put it in the right playlist where it needs to be, and that playlist will also give you streams. But what that doesn't mean you should stop advertising your song on Spotify. You should still push your song, push your link, push everything. Okay, thanks for the advice. Ek sukkel met studio session, maar wil graag uitreach vir julle. Me myself, there's no time for me to give money upbrings for studio sessions. I had Dala, I had I was telling Mukal the barber, I was also telling Styles barbershop. I had Plak me, right? In Cape Town, I was based in Woodstock. And I had to ask you guys to come to the studio. I posted. And I had to beg people to come to the studio for the opportunity to work with us on a freestyle. Right? That's why I cancelled it. I had to beg people for the opportunity, right, to come and just spit a verse on the mic and the winner gets 1,000 rand. I had to beg people. That's why I cancelled all these opportunities for rappers. Do not ask me to keep it again because I was disappointed in the past and I would rather put my effort and my time into other stuff, right? So, yeah. So yeah guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. It was a wonderful stream. I hope you guys took this education. I hope you guys apply it in your daily life. I hope you guys apply it into your music. And if you have questions, please don't bother to ask it in the comment section. I will be going through the comment section when this video gets posted. And I will give you guys a response, maybe in the comments, and maybe once a month I will do this educational live. It all depends on you. If you guys are here, you guys did enjoy the stream, can I just have a yellow heart before I'm going off? Just make me feel good about myself real quickly. Just give me a yellow heart. For whoever's here, just give a yellow heart, comment a yellow heart, so that I can sleep well and at least know that I had a wonderful stream now. Can I get yellow hearts, guys, man? Yellow hearts. Yellow hearts, man. Yellow hearts. Guys, I'm looking for the yellow hearts. Where is my yellow hearts? Thank you, OG, for my yellow heart. Yellow heart, man, guys, man. I'm looking for yellow hearts. Where is it, guys, man? Comment the yellow hearts, man. Salute GB, man. Thank you, Gentle Brother, for popping in. Guys, yellow hearts, man. Where's the yellow hearts? You guys don't want to give me yellow hearts. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for popping in. I love you guys so much. Enjoy your week, guys.